students and faculty of the University of Texas at San Antonio. My name is Savannah Slayton from UTSA Newsletter, and today we are reporting to you live about the dangers of drowning in saltwater versus freshwater. We are interested in reporting on this non-controversial topic to shed light on the vastly unknown facts of drowning in different solutions and how their manners of killing are different. The official definition of drowning is to die through the submersion and inhalation of water, but what the average viewer may not know is that drowning in waters that have a high level of sodium versus drowning in waters that have a completely different method to killing, both immediately lead to death. Now to dive further into the topic of drowning into saltwater, here's Ellie Bates.
3.
Thank you, Savannah. Now, have you ever eaten something salty and become parched soon after or even a few hours after? You probably have. Sodium acts as a magnet and pulls the water out of the cells and to it. Now, just like this, drowning in salt water has the same effects. When the salt water enters the lungs, it pulls the blood cells out of the bloodstream into the lungs, thus causing the blood cells to become hypertonic, which means the concentration of the solution is higher outside of the cells rather than inside of them. This causes the blood to thin and enter the lungs. It enters so it blocks the air sacs and then causes suffocation, which causes eventual death. Now, for a briefing on drowning in freshwater, to you, Bianca Ramirez.
Thank you, Ellie. Now for freshwater. It's a hot summer day and all you want is just a nice glass of water. When you finally obtain that water, you chug it down. And soon after, you feel as if you're gonna pop, which, admit it, we've all been there. This is comparable to how your blood cells would feel if you were drowning in freshwater. When someone is drowning in freshwater, the water enters the bloodstream quickly, which then causes the blood cells to become hypotonic. This means that the blood cells will swell and eventually burst. The water then begins to flood the lungs, which prevents oxygen from entering the body, which then leads to the person going into cardiac arrest. Bad. The person will have passed out from the lack of oxygen before their heart even stops. Now, that's all we have here for freshwater drowning. Now, back to you, Savannah.
Wow, truly remarkable information. We hope that when you are considering any activities involving water, or even hear about an accident involving drowning in salt or fresh water, that you think about what you heard today. Although drowning is a blanket term, you may think about how drowning in salt water and freshwater are opposite killers. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time.